Today we're going to start on the 67 C10 interior. I'm going to start foaming up the seats. I started with an aftermarket seat that I'm going to sand and trim to change the shape, and then I'm going to add some bolstering to the sides.
Today I'm going to build the door cards. First of all, I will start out with a drawing. My training was previously in art, so it always helps me to draw something out to see how it is going to work, how it is going to be proportioned. Also with that, whenever doing door panels, you have to keep in mind where the lever is going to be, if it needs to be moved, if there's any door cranks, if, you know, there's a lot of factors involved, where the armrest is going to go and whatnot. So after I get that all figured out and planned on my drawing, then I make a template out of cardboard, and that basically tells me throughout all the steps where to place things and where to cut them out and where to put them. The door cards will be made out of expanded PVC. There is a roll at the top, and the door card will fit behind the window. With that, a section of the PVC will need to be heated to make that roll, and then it will be attached to the rest of the door card, and then the moldings and everything else will be cut, shaped, and applied.
Using some renderings and drawings, I'm going to start to build the console out of cardboard. Once we're happy with the shape and the size and that it seems ergonomic, I'm going to start fabricating it out of expanded PVC plastic. We can't just go out and buy a custom console, so building it out of plastic makes it a little bit less complicated. seats are ready for leather. To clean the seats up a bit, I wanted to cover the reclining mechanism so that you can't see it so much. So I'm going to start figuring out how to do that, but still being able to access them so you can recline your seat. Then I'm going to make patterns out of dust cover, and once that's done, I'll be ready to cut and sew up the leather. With the leather all sewn up, it's time to final install the seat covers.
I will be finishing up the door panels. I will be placing some foam in places, like on the top of the door roll. It just makes it look softer. Also, it smooths out some of the inconsistencies that are caused by heating it. And also, I will be building the armrest, and that is going to be a two-piece. Actually 3 if we count the piece of metal that is going in there that the 2 plastic pieces will attach to, and then the piece of metal will attach to the door. Now the reason it's made in 2 pieces is to emulate the top stitch, the French seam that is going along the seats. There will be a French seam sewn on the cover for the top half, a French seam sewn on the cover for the bottom half, and that will wrap around and it will precisely fit together and look like a French seam, although it is 2 different parts. Now, part of the process as far as planning out the door and everything and building it is deciding how the trim pieces will fit. There is a certain amount of gapping that needs to be done. You need to consider how the thickness of the leather in between the trim piece and your plastic molding that it fits into, and also, believe it or not, the thickness of the paint can affect protected as well. With that, you know, we pre-fit everything, get a piece of metal and put it in there and make sure everything works, and also locate the studs that get screwed to the backside of the trim piece. And once all that's finalized and figured out, then all you have to do is put the trim piece in and screw it on the backside, and it's beautiful. And then once everything is to our liking, then it will be time to install all the parts.
Thanks for coming to our YouTube page. If you like what you see, make sure to subscribe. If you want notifications, click on the bell. If you want to buy some cool merch, click on the info card, or you can click on the link in the bio.